I'm gonna go into the what you call it into the game, and we'll get it going from there on. You know, the typical mumble mumbo jumbo.
And the last of the shows, aka reformatting, renaming, and more.
Yeah, I just wanted a really big, juicy, delicious title.
Ugh, bacon.
Because why freaking not? Seriously. And oh my god, still preview stream. I think it's because I changed the time again to 15. We have two
Please
more
stand
minutes.
by.
Yeah, we have 2 more minutes of standing by. So
Gotta fix that damn latency.
fine. Save changes.
I wonder the best recording software would be to eliminate latency for sort of like.
Oh wait, it's streaming now. You really can't eliminate this latency. You gotta understand that. I have to now. Oh no, quit. Now I have to lower the music because it's ridiculous. Oh, where's the audio? There you go. Not effects. Where's the total volume? Come on, boy. Let's go. Voice chat down. Music down. Oh yeah, that's my noise. That's my annoying noise.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Welcome to the last M&B show, and I decided to go nostalgic about it. No pun intended. It's just me and Brandon. We started we started M&B show together, and we're gonna end it together. However, we started in Minecraft. I thought about playing Minecraft, but I think both Brandon and I kinda steered away from Minecraft. We kinda Do you find it any entertaining as you would before?
And after running into a whole bunch of better games, like, I don't know, Terra, I decided that Minecraft isn't as addictive as it used to be.
Yeah, and all the hype about it is just poofed. So guys, welcome to the last M&B show. My name is Mikey.
And I am Brandy.
And this is indeed the last M&B show, because after this is going to be renamed about after something else. We kind of mentioned that before. We're gonna mention it again. It's going to be renamed The Pub, because simply put, the name M&B show just does not fit anymore.
Indeed,
just
especially with how many people we have now.
Yeah, which is kind of surprising considering all the things that people have been saying about us. Oh my god, oh no.
Oh no, nobody would ever want to work with us.
Yeah, so guys, welcome, and we have a lot of things to talk about, and wow, this game is laggy because of the streaming. But, yeah.
Streaming and Skyping? God, Mikey.
Well, no, my connection can handle it. It's just the game. I mean, I can try and run it into window mode, but I don't think it will change anything. Let me try this. But, Brandon, we kind of did not talk about what we're gonna do in regards to the last M&B show, because we were doing your homework. No pun intended. But I guess, do you want to go all out and just blow the lid since it's the last M&B show and talk about everything and anything? And if so, tell me now.
Oh my goodness. We could talk about anything.
Yeah.
Future projects, people we don't like. No, I guess we can't steer from that, but still, people we don't like.
No, you know what? Let's not. I don't think we should. Honestly, I couldn't give a shit. But let's just talk about M&B show in general, and how successful was it to you, Brandon?
To me, it feels like it's been a real hoot. It's been more dedicated to fun than it has been to actually create some sort of big cinematic experience, which I think is, what we were here for in the first place. And, it was a nice, fun thing to do in between films. And, it kept us entertained and it kept you guys updated, which was the goal. So I think it was pretty successful.
It was a fun experience. I mean, you can't really say that M&B show failed. See, that's the thing. These things, YouTube stuff, it can't fail. It just can't. And there is a simple reason for it. Well, let's first define why it can't fail. One, it depends who you're doing it for. If you're doing it for yourself, how can it fail? Just Brandon, let's concentrate on that. How can it fail when you're doing something for yourself?
I don't know. I guess it's up to our own standards of our own work.
True. And, well, that's pretty much on point. And to elaborate to those who don't understand, if you do it for yourself, then the only way it's going to fail if you yourself disappointed with it. But if you do it for someone else and you get like 2 views and you start punching yourself in the nuts and you have this sort of ideal of what it should be like, then you are a fail, not your content. But then again, if you're a fail, then your content is most likely a fail too, which it's kind of self-fulfilling prophecy. You are unhappy because you didn't get enough views because you think views are all that matters. So
Yuck.
that's the entire thing. It's like punching yourself in the nuts, complaining about it, but still punching yourself nuts while you're complaining about it.
Oh, it hurts, punch. It hurts, punch. Ah!
And I think the people who truly succeed on quote unquote YouTube are people who do stuff for themselves.
Yeah,
And
for the fun.
Yeah, and I'm happy to announce that in almost 4.5 years of our existence, we never did stuff for someone else. I mean, let's be honest. Sure, we bullshit people and saying, "Oh, we're doing this for you. We hope you enjoyed this," and you know that bullshit that everybody says. And you know, who are we to lie about and say, "Hey, we never said that." Yo, what you talking about, boy? Yeah, we did that. We have said that, but in the same sort of sense, we never really strayed away from what we believe to be entertainment and fun. And I believe M&B Show, being a success as it is, running for 2nd season, and being rebranded for actually something else, something better, something new, I think that's a success. Because if it wasn't success, it wouldn't be around. We just wouldn't do it. But since we like to do what we do, I mean, we do it. I mean,
sit here and talk and just do nothing.
I mean, people say that things like this and commentaries and walkthroughs are a waste of time for a quote-unquote, and I'm gonna quote some people, a Machinima director has to make Machinima. That's why Machinima.com sucks. We're gonna actually cover Machinima.com and our opinion on it because we have a very unique relationship with Machinima.com. we do, and then we will tell you why. But let me tell you this, Brandon, and we're gonna repeat ourselves again. If you are doing Machinima for the views and for the viewers, you're not successful. If you do Machinima for yourself and you enjoy doing it, you have, my friend, succeeded. And I'm happy to announce that we know people like that who don't care about the views, who don't care about anything except their enjoyment, and that's why we're looking for people like that. Where we're gonna be actively looking for people who don't care about views per se and care about, hey, I just make content, I love making it, that's my prize, that's my reward, not the X number of subscribers and X number of views. And then, but you do those subscriber specials because you got X amount of subscribers and X amount of views. That is us saying thank you to people for liking what we like.
There we go.
Brandon, you want to add something to it?
I mean, it's still pretty simple. They like what we like, and since we put it out, they're just like, hey, we like what you made. And so we say, hey, thanks for liking what we made.
Or like some certain people will say, we're buying you out, guys. I mean, clearly, we're gonna buy out 3,000 people and whatnot. And, I mean, the only way we can do it is by botting the views and by, oh my god, like paying people to do stuff for us. I mean, like, totally,
yeah, because, you know, we're not allowed to earn our views by, I don't know, possibly having something interesting.
Leviosa.
Leviosa.
Oh, for those of you who are wondering, cornbread is making a comeback. It is. Believe us, it will make a comeback. Cornbread. So yeah, guys, this is why we do M&B Show, is because we love to do M&B Show. And just because it's not going to be called M&B Show doesn't mean that this is done. M&B Show is evolving. It's moving on. It's going to become The Pub, because that's what it's going to be, The Pub. And I'm probably going to bring a few beers here and there, and when you guys get older, you can do that too. But since I'm the oldest one, I can drink, buy, consume, and sell alcohol to minors. Who said that? I can't do that. I don't have a license. But, not like I want to, but then again, you never
what
know.
are those part-time jobs, eh?
Yeah, guys. So, whew, thanks. We got that out of the way. Please post your opinions on it, and I guess we can start talking about what we have planned for the channel. And before we move on with that, we would like to say thank you to our sponsors, Machinima.com, because why not? I'm just gonna say it. So,
Aw.
Brandon, you want to talk about our experience with Machinima.com and why we love them?
Oh, we love them because they keep on letting us apply to them.
We applied to Machinima.com about 6 times, and every single time they replied within 12 hours. No, I'm not kidding you. 12 hours, you got a reply saying, please, thank you very much, join us. We, as people who sort of are weird, are like, Brandon, should we do it? I don't know. Should we?
I don't know. Do we lose money? Do we need that? No. Do we lose views? No,
do
we don't care about that. So,
No, we're not doing it this time. 6 months later, hey Brandon, you want to apply to Machinima.com again? Brandon's like, oh yeah, sure, come on, let's try. Let's see what they got now. And then we got the same application done, and we have pretty much the same person talk to us, and we're like, hey. For 3 weeks, we're like, nah, no, thank you, and they're still sending me the reminders, 6 times in a row.
I
Reminders.
swear. Okay, we should go to Machinima Respawn since they're getting Machinima now.
Well, can you call that Machinima?
Huh?
Can you really call that Machinima?
The one that got sent out.
Yeah.
You know, when they stuck with the people at home and went with their quality.
We'll talk about that too, but for now, Machinima.com, our opinions on it. But yeah, guys, we were accepted to Machinima.com plenty of times. We just never signed the contract. Actually, the primary reason for that because I really can't disclose. Like honestly, Brandon and I, we can't disclose why, because the contents of the contract are private. We're not going to be responsible for revealing them.
Indeed.
You can go on YouTube and find out a real contracts there, but you're not going to hear from us. But there is a certain clause that has nothing to do with money, or the how should I say it? Nothing to do with money or the fact that we lose the IP, intellectual property of our content. But there's something else. It's sort of big. It wouldn't be big to me if this channel was purely mine, but it's not purely mine. So unfortunately, that's what's keeping me back, us back. And when I say me, I mean us. Just so people don't bitch about it. But yeah, there's only one clause that's keeping us from signing the contract. So yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Machinima.com. Maybe when we decide to make a second channel,
It's
something
just
that
everybody merged together.
yeah, something that we can sort of consider an actual company as opposed to a very sort of close
Group of channels.
not group of channels. I don't want to call it that. Well, production. We're a production. I mean, why elaborate on what's something that's already in our name? Yeah, maybe then we will consider it again. But as of now, there's one clause that's keeping us back, and I'm sorry, guys, who are trying to apply for Machinima.com and think it's horrible. You're just stupid. I'm sorry, you are. Brendan, you want me to start talking about Machinima.com and my opinion on them, or you wanna say it?
I don't really had much of an opinion on Machinima.com just due to the fact that I hardly ever watch it anymore after I realized, hey, it's swarmed with Call of Duty gameplay. Okay.
Okay, so that's your thing, right?
Yeah.
Call of Duty gameplay. Let me tell you this. Brandon knows this. I'm just gonna say it again. Machinima.com is a business. As any business, it has responsibility to its employees, to the audience, to deliver upon what the audience wants, because they're not just a YouTube channel, they are a company. They have people on payroll. They have to make money, and they make money by providing you with content that most people want. And most people want gameplays, walkthroughs, short funny bits. Machinima is still on there, guys. Animation, funny stuff is still on there. They have a lot of good shows. This and Total Biscuit are a few reasons why we decided to go the route that we're gonna go, and we're gonna elaborate on the route pretty soon. I mean, in this M&B show. But yeah, I cannot. I used to be one of those geeky. Well, I never was geeky, but I used to be one of those. See, I don't want to insult people because some people of those who are have that opinion.
Nerdy,
Not
nerd.
nerdy. Some of the people who are self-entitled people. I mean, that's the best way I can describe it. People who are self-entitled, and believe me, they're hypocrites. One, as everybody on YouTube right now, it's a hypocritical, especially in our Machinima community. But the thing is that people hate Machinima.com for not releasing Machinima, but yet they still release content that is still enjoyable to watch. They have, as I said, they have shows, informative shows, great informative shows. They have animations. I mean, Battlefield buddies, Battlefield friends, right?
Yeah, that isn't that Flash animation though? Like,
No, well, it's still no, it doesn't matter. It's animation. That thing is hilarious.
yeah.
It's featured on Machinima.com. Freeman's Mind was featured on Machinima.com. It's coming
man.
back to Machinima.com. Doom Guy's Mind was a tease, but from what I heard, it's gonna be real. It's gonna be entertaining. That's called entertainment for the masses that make people who work for Machinima.com moolah. And I'm for making money.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say this, you little self-entitled people, and I'm gonna say little people, but I do not see anything wrong with Machinima.com. I'm seeing check. Let's see, customer satisfaction. Check. You're not their customer. I'm telling you right now, you're not their customer. Customer satisfaction. Cha-ching. Paying employees. Cha-ching. Advertisement. Cha-ching. Actually, they made their name in the real world. Excuse me. They do real what you call it? They do real interviews. They go to real events. They sponsor events. So community for everybody, like an entertainment company. Check. Oh my God! They don't release your stupid Halo Machinimas. What are you gonna do about that? They have Skyrim poop. They have Mass Effect poop. That's Machinima. Well, that's actually the name of the show, Brandon. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, like
That's
didn't it come
Machinima.
from YouTube poop?
Yeah, but they're part of it. I'm pretty sure they're part of Machinima.com.
Hmm.
Yeah. I'm sorry to say this, but C-Nanners is very entertaining. They are. I don't know if White Boy is still working with Machinima.
White boy?
Yeah.
I don't know him.
Yeah, well, I know him. It's one of those old guys, you know.
The old
Not old guys, but
Brandy.
guys from the olden days. But yeah, the point is, Machinima.com is awesome. I would love to work in a place like that, but I'm sorry to say this, it's not my field. I don't look to work there. I would love to work there. As maybe just for an experience, but it's not my field, and it's not Brandon's field either. But that doesn't mean that we need to. Well, come on, Brandon.
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody offered you a job at Machinima.com right now, would you take it?
I probably would. I'd
I
be
would
like,
take it
oh,
too.
cool.
I get to play games. I get to talk to fun people. I get to enjoy myself while making money. Screw you, little YouTube pricks. I'm gonna join Machinima.com. And
Quote him on that now.
quote me. And I'm sorry to say this. I know I'm talking a lot, but for some reason I have this idea that Brennan agrees with what I say, and he would say this anyway. Except I just make it sound epicer.
Epic or ister.
But I'm gonna tell you this. Definitely. A lot of people hate on Machinima.com, but you guys are just. I'm gonna say this right now. You're children. You don't understand business. And if you do understand business and you still complain, you're just butthurt that you're not part of it, and you're extremely jealous. You are.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, I mean, look, right now, if we had our own channel, not this is our own channel. It is, but there's one little hitch that I have to uphold because it's something I made a promise to somebody. But unfortunately, we keep promises.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, and
Even
and
when
yeah,
our promise is, to be a dick to everything.
yeah. But yeah, in a flash, me and Brennan will be working for Machinima.com right now. And we can because we already got permission because they accepted us 6 times.
You want to make it 7?
Maybe.
Have it be a monthly event.
Yeah, monthly event.
Maybe.
So, sorry guys, Machinima.com is a big ass plus for us. Brandon, can you check if the stream is working?
Yeah, it's working. Right now you're mowing down things with your dual hand cannons.
Yes, I am because I'm awesome.
And then you switch to your assault rifle like a prick.
Boss. So, where was I? Oh yeah, we're done with that. So
Yeah.
Machinima.com is awesome. Ben and I both agree. Post your opinions, argue with us. We accept and love critiques and honest arguments if you're a dick.
Please call us hypocrites. Quote
Yes,
us.
quote us. What is next? Okay, great. So Machinima.com released Machinima by James Klim. What was its name? I'm sorry, I just can't remember it for shit.
Neither can I. I watched a couple seconds of it and then looked away.
I watched all of it
It
twice.
it
I was
wasn't because I didn't like it though. It's just I looked at it.
you wouldn't like it.
I looked and then I stopped looking. And
Yeah.
that was it.
Whatever the name of that machine would direct the wrong that let some. I'm sorry, I just don't remember. People complain about it, and for the good reason. I did not understand it. I watched it and I was like, the fuck is this? I just didn't get it. By the way, if you see, like, it's not the stream's fault that everything's jaggy. It's actually games being jaggy right now. Because of this. Because I hate playing online games while streaming. Unless it's like
moves
StarCraft.
like Jagger.
Yeah. Move it like Jagger. Unless it's StarCraft. StarCraft is awesome.
Oh crap! I'll be right back.
Oh crap! So I have to talk by myself. Brendan, hurry up. So where were we? Yeah. He released his Machinima, and a lot of people hated it. I did not hate it. It's just that I just did not understand it. I mean, I thought it was somewhat familiar, a behind the scenes take on what it takes to make a Machinima, but it was poorly executed. And from what I heard, he just bunched together a bunch of things and then called it a Machinima. I don't agree with that. I think it's extremely unprofessional, and he shouldn't really have done that. I think since if Machinima.com gave him a chance to bring Halo Machinima back, he should have at least made more effort to make it epic. Instead, we got that. Supposedly, episode 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 is actually scripted, are more fun. But believe me, the first bad taste in your mouth is enough to throw people off. And unfortunately, that's even true with people who don't have a bad taste in their mouth first, and they're just being back-talked by little children. But, you know, what you gonna do about children? Children will be children. And what is your opinion on it? Please post away if you really want. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm happy to see Halo Machinima back, but I'm not really all excited about it. I just don't see the excitement of an old concept coming back to a channel that evolved beyond it and has proven that it can hold an audience without being cliched into serving to people of limited how should I call this, of limited scope. Because believe me or not, there are more people who want to watch gameplay than there are people who want to watch a 17 or 15-year-old kid make a film using a game engine that is used to death, us included. So quote me on that, but I'm gonna continue saying that because it's the truth. And continuing with that topic and the truth, yeah, I really don't have anything to add to that. Machinima.com is making money, and James Klim is not making them money. So I think that the first season of this show is gonna air as they promised, but after that they're gonna cancel it and they will never talk to Klim about making Machinima ever again, because it just was not profitable. Plain and simple, it was not profitable. I don't see profit in such a concept. I don't see profit in such a film or set of films. You can take somebody off the street right now on YouTube and make them a Machinima director from Machinima.com. I really think they should have gone through the trouble of recruiting people, or at least going through the trouble of finding better people. Not better. Actually, I don't want to say Jim Klim is a bad person, or that he is I should say this, that he is bad at making Machinima, but definitely they could have gotten a bit more professional about it. Just a little bit. Just slightly. But who am I to judge? I mean, after all, we're all quote-unquote in the same boat, bitch. And there isn't really anything you can do about it besides complain and moan, and Brendan's still not here, so I'm so upset. Anyways, but that was another topic, but I'm gonna wait for Brendan until he comes back, and we're gonna talk about something a bit different. We're gonna talk about the future of Trigrams, quote-unquote productions, and see where it's actually gonna take us from there on. Got myself a grenade launcher and a machine gun, so I bet I found this one, so winning. Oh shit! I didn't buy all the ammunition for it. Okay, fine. So enjoy me playing some wonderful game called Killing Floor. It was free. It's now $15. It is a British game. I know you can't hear the shooting because I lowered the sound a bit. I'm actually gonna change that and make it louder once I find my team, because I really can't find my team. Where are they? Give me my gun, give me my gun. There you go. Boom. You're dead. Uh-oh. They closed me, those assholes. Now I have to fend off these assholes by myself. I'm seriously not surprised. Oh yeah, Mr. Popo. Nope, nothing. Yeah, that was nice. Run. There you go. So while these guys fence around, I'm gonna actually increase the audio just a little bit. That's too much. There you go. That's plausible. Yeah. Well, as you can see, M&B Show requires more than one person to talk. Otherwise, it would have been a not a vlog, but somewhat of a disgusting and annoying talk about. But since it's not a talk about, might as well just enjoy what it is and enjoy the game. Oh, Brandon's back with food.
Almost back.
Brandon, I'm hungry. Can you feed me? Feed me. Feed me. Ouch. Boom. Uh-oh. I'm back. Uh-oh. Run forward. Come on, come back, Brandon. You have to start the new topic. I can't start without you. Yeah, it's kind of late, so we're not really up to our snuff here. But the snuff is gonna come back, I guarantee you that. Boom. Alright, great. You can talk and eat at the same time, Brandon, you know. He can hear me, he doesn't want to talk. Pansy. Yeah, crap. Gotta heal myself. Heal myself. Finally. Where are you, honey? Yeah, this is a Steam game, but you also can get off Steam. Ask questions if you wish. It's up to y'all. I don't mind questions. I love questions. The more questions, the better. I get to make fun of people on the internet and spread stuff about them. Ew. Gotcha. Got you. I'm so glad I got this gun. And early in the game, too. Hello. Yeah, so as you can see, it's sort of an arena shooter with a somewhat big maps. But don't be surprised if they're not overly huge or complicated. There's a lot of walkways. There you go.
Now you know what I've got, dude.
Well, there you go.
Put my headphones on and
what game is it?
I'm back.
Finally, you're back. Jesus Christ.
I know.
Shut up, Dylan. What do you care? Jesus Christ. Hello, thank you for money. I have enough.
Oh, goodness gracious.
So where were we? Oh yeah, so we couldn't finish the Machinima.com topic, and Klim, you want to add something about Klim's films?
I heard that one of his films got on a porn site.
Hell? Oh, wait, which one?
The one that had a sex scene in it, apparently.
The head one?
Yeah.
Well, how low can you go? Seriously.
I don't think that's low. I think that's an achievement, okay? Getting a Halo Machinima onto a porn site, that is beautiful.
You know, I really have no comments. You can take this off, but I wouldn't be proud. I really wouldn't. I'm sorry. I just like I make a film for generally people who are like between the ages of 13 to 18. Okay, never mind. You're right. It does make sense. Seriously, which one had? Were you in it?
No.
I was like, were you in it?
That was a lot of the people's films that were like good were like, you know, before my time, before I became a voice actor. So.
Oh wait, well, according to some people, you're like not a good voice actor at all. I mean, you never deliver your lines on time. You don't.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you know, just.
You know, I kind of do want to complain about that just for a second, okay?
All right, complain about that.
Okay.
Wait,
Motherfucker.
shh. Name of the topic, and then you can complain.
Okay. Name of the topic: complaints as a voice actor. There we
From
go.
another voice actor.
Yes. A voice actor complains about things voice actors would complain about. If you're going to come to somebody to do voice acting lines for you, you need to talk to them. You need to maintain a business, possibly professional relationship with the people who are going to be, you know, using their time, which is their price, their investment, into your project. For free, nonetheless, because they're not going to get anything more than just some recognition on the internet, which really won't give them crap in real life, except for, hey, you could do a voice.
Oh, to add to your point, because nobody really looks at the voice actor unless they need them for their films anyway. Everybody looks at the person whose name pops up and say, made by, or directed by. That's why, recently, if you have noticed, we haven't actually put anything of that sort up in our films. I just put who wrote stuff. I never put anything who's in charge of it.
Yeah. And to continue, when you want lines from somebody, how are you going to give somebody a script and not talk to them for like 3 months? Then you're gonna come back and be like, dude, I gave you these lines 3 months ago. Why haven't you done them yet? Dude, I forgot about you 5 seconds later.
You're not that important. Hello. You're not center of his world.
Make yourself important to me by giving yourself presents. If you want me to do lines, I have to know about the lines.
And about your existence.
Yeah, and then, you know, somebody's gonna give me flack, and they're gonna be like, oh, I didn't want to offend you by being rude or anything about lines. And I'm just like, so you're just going to go and talk about me behind my back and say that I don't turn in lines when you could solve your own problems by just saying hi once in a while. Oh, fine.
You know
Don't
what's
be
even
social.
worse? You know what's even worse is when you do the lines to the person that has made threats against you, that has insulted you, and even after all that bullshit, you keep yourself professional and you still give them lines, and they don't even say as much as a thank you.
Indeed.
Or even worse, no, this is by far the best. A person who doesn't even say anything to you. You literally just give them the lines and that's it.
Yeah, they accept it, and that's the only transaction you have there.
I will tell you right now, it's not only the directors who do that. I think, well, let's not, I mean, what's their name? Voice actors are just as equally guilty of neglectful, you know what I mean, conduct. But point is that these snot-nosed, pimple-faced kids ask you to do them a favor, or in some cases it's like a 24, 25-year-old. Oh my God, I don't know what they are. 24-year-old fat asses who don't. They don't respect you enough to say thank you for doing something for them for free. I don't know how people. Is it an American thing? Because
I don't know. I think it's just an adolescent thing. Nowadays, you're going to have kids on the bus who won't talk to each other. They'll just text on their little phones, and then, you know, the one time that their phone dies, they're not going to be like, oh, I don't have a phone, I should be social. No, they're going to sit on the bus, stuck their hands in their pockets, and just sit there.
And fumble their balls or whatever else.
Yeah, they won't talk.
It's, you know, I really don't want to touch that topic because we're kind of talking about M&B Show and us, but if we're gonna go that route, I mean, you can blame them. It's because of the way they were brought up. So if you're gonna blame anybody, you're gonna blame the parents. And as many times as I say, if I see you behaving like a monkey, I will call you a monkey. If I think you're insignificant, guess what? Chances are, your significance is that of a rodent.
Oh man, what noise should a rodent make?
Okay, Brendan, let's talk about director-wise. You know who Michael Bay is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's for a minute forget that he did the movie called The Rock, which was amazing, with Sean Connery and
I'm Sean Connery.
Sean Connery. What's his name? No, and the guy who played not Hell Rider,
Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider, yeah, Nicolas Cage. Let's forget that
Yeah.
movie. And considering on the crappy movie that he did with Transformers, would you consider him a significant director?
Simply because of the hype that he got for that one bit of time, some people would.
But significance, what does it mean to be significant? Like, is it popularity that is significance, or is some sort of not uniqueness, but some sort of not community service, but something that you did that no one else does?
Let's see. Could he have possibly done something that nobody has ever done with Transformers? He made them transform and slide all the time.
Let me tell you something. Peter Jackson, the man behind Lord of the Rings, is significant director in the film industry. Not only because he not only gave respect to the book, he made the story better by improving upon it. His significance to the film community is the fact that it showed that he can, and we don't count Harry Potter yet, you can take an epic like Lord of the Rings trilogy, convert it into film form without losing your own chic and your own style. His significance is in that. Michael Bay's significance is in the fact that he made robots pee. This same thing applies to people in, once again, I'm gonna use quotation marks, Machinima community.
Hold on, alright. I know it's a little tangent or whatever, but okay. Hey, so since Machinima is a hobby, and we're calling it a quote-unquote community, does that mean there's like a bottle cap collecting community?
Yes. Oh, no kidding. Anything in the world that can be collected has a community behind it. There are people who collect tripwires from any war. Tripwire is something that you put on a device. Once you trip it, the device blows off or whatever.
You know, I would walk into that guy's house and be like, wow, he likes flossing.
There are people who collect dental stuff. People who collect doctoral stuff.
People who collect teeth. Ugh.
Anything imaginable, people collect. First of all, those people are called paleontologists and historians.
No, I mean like human teeth for.
Let me tell you, being
modern.
an archaeologist and paleontologist, but the difference is, paleontology looks for bones, archaeology looks for artifacts. So let me reiterate. Those things are not only jobs; they are hobbies. Hobbies that are taken to a professional level. Something that Machinima can be, and obviously is, but none of us people here, I'm not gonna name names, but if you consider yourself a professional, you can go lick my nut. Brandon, could you do me a favor and check whether there's some comments worthy of mentioning or what you call it, talking about?
Wait, what now? What?
Some
oh,
comments.
corrupted. It's Jose, right?
Yes, Jose.
Jose.
What do you want?
He's like, what now? Wait, what? Huh? He sounds really confused.
I don't know. He has to listen more often. He doesn't listen enough.
Poor guy. You know, I never did end up getting any roles from him.
Yeah, he's lost in the mist. He's freaking boss. Anyway, Jose is an awesome guy. I will tell you now, Corrupted Creations, go check him out. We promoted them forever. Jose is a very good person. I will tell you right now, he's just amazing. But he's forgetful. He just leaves you hanging so much. You will start a conversation with him, and he's gonna just leave you.
What's that game called?
And that's so sad. And he never comments on things like that. I never heard him talk anything of interest.
Oh yeah?
The only interest I know of him is Mass Effect and how much he loved it when he played it. But literally nothing. I just don't know. Jose is awesome. He's a good voice actor. He's a great director. He has very unique vision. Like him, I can call a person who loves doing machinima because he loves doing it, not because he expects to get views or popularity or something. Sometimes he's being promoted by the people. That's great. Blah blah blah. But point is, sometimes he just drops conversations off. That's where he gets lost. He doesn't. I don't think he pays attention that often. That's something mean to say, but Jose, you don't pay attention enough. Or if you do, you just don't care. In which case, how can somebody care back? I mean, is that logical? Is it mean to say?
No, actually, just what happened earlier was, you know, my own experience. There was like a friend I had who kept on posting me links to his Let's Plays, and he wouldn't talk to me. He'd just be like, "Here," you know. He'd like he'd slam the link into my inbox, and I don't talk to him at all. And I'm like, "Dude, stop doing it." And he did it anyway, and I'm like, "Dude, stop." And you know, we talked about this, and he looks at me, he's like, "Yeah, I remember, but it's gotten to the point where I don't care anymore." And I was just like, "You don't care what I think." So I remove him, and he's like, "Oh, you're a dick." And I was like, I unsubscribed from a news service that I don't for.
Do I know him?
I don't think you would. He was a really, he wasn't too popular, but I don't know. I guess.
Well, judging by his attitude, he wasn't really good anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so any questions, or should we continue with the topics?
And let's continue with the topics since they're fun and all.
Yeah.
Man, what's in the microwave?
Oh my God! Just tell him what I'm playing so he can download it and shut up. It's called Killing Floor.
The game is called Killing Floor, by the way.
So annoying. I'm sorry. I mean.
All right, go on one. Like I've got like 3 seconds. I'll be right back.
Okay, fine. Again, Jesus Christ.
1 Mississippi.
2 Mississippi. 3. He lied. So yeah, post questions away. Jose, you can post complaints and whatnot if you wish. But I'm gonna think you're well because you don't listen. Haha, sue me. But once Brandy comes back, we're actually going to talk about the future of Trigrams, what we're going to do. Obviously, we already mentioned that M&B Show is going to be renamed to something else, something new, something better. So keep your pants on and make sure to stay tuned. Once Brandon comes back, we're going to have some fun. And while I don't have fun, you can continue watching my delicious blood splatters all over the place. I'm probably going to change the game to something more, I like to say, delicious, because I really do not like playing with such a horrible lag. Not
36 seconds. Damn, I was long.
You actually
gone.
counted? I kind of forgot about you. So yeah, Brendan. Okay, what topics would you like to cover before we move on to the actual big ones?
The actual big ones.
That's what she said. Boy.
Okay. I need a recap, Mikey. I need a recap.
Well, we covered Machinima.com. We covered what we do Machinima and what we do M&B Show. We covered childhoodness, and we covered Klim's Machinima. We covered what's his name, Mr. Not to be mean, but corrupted lostness.
Corrupted has been corrupted by the corruption.
Oh no.
Corrupception.
Crapception. And yeah, I think we have the big topics left. So you can start talking about something you want, I suppose.
Okay then. No. There are a lot of the topics I wanted to say are already said, so.
Come on, think more.
This is
the last M&B show, Brandon. Last.
I know,
M&B
and
show.
I want to have like a whole bunch of really interesting stuff. Like, hey, remember how people in Machinima have started doing a lot of game shows? What, that? They haven't? Oh, okay. What's this? People are using more engines for Machinima than Halo now?
How dare they?
That's a little interesting.
Oh, I want to tell you something. Something that
Planet Side 2?
No, not Planet Side 2. Something that was said by a very intelligent person, and I use intelligent in a very sarcastic manner. The person said something in those lines. If it's not done in Halo, it's not worth mentioning.
Wait, so that's what they were saying?
Yeah. Well, pretend it's something. Somebody said something. Hey, why don't you cover also something else? Not only Halo related stuff.
Okay.
And it was said that, well, if it's not done in Halo, it's obviously not worth watching. In those lines, I'm paraphrasing.
And then we go on to like watch live action movies that are, you know.
Yeah, well, apparently. I mean, but that's what the person said. And I was like, I was baffled by stupidity of the comment, because I actually would love to see some more fun stuff. We're just changing games, guys, so don't fret. We'll be back in a sec. I'm just picking which game to play. So, Brandon, what's your opinion on it? I mean, obviously, we're doing Scale and Claw, so we actually have experience from switching from Halo to other engines and still being, I think, Scale and Claw successful. I really do.
For some reason, like, that comment made me think of, like, that guy is probably, like, I don't know. Why do I have a sea anemone in my head? Something about, some sort of symbiotic relationship with Halo and a Machinima director. A lot of people start out in Machinima using Halo because Halo had a theater mode, and it had forging, and it had a lot of other stuff that other games just didn't have at the time. And it's like a sea anemone that gets stuck on a crab, you know? After a while, the sea anemone thinks, hey, I need to have a crab and not a lobster, otherwise I'll
Wait,
die.
Brendan. Rock lobster. Rock lobster.
You know what people need to do is to keep on branching out with other things, though. Like, I haven't seen a musical in Machinima yet. I know there's probably
Team
some.
Fortress. No, Team Fortress had a musical, but it
No,
obviously was a copy. But even in Halo.
Yeah, a Halo musical, or maybe Planet Side 2, because that was a good one. I liked that, because you could remove the HUD and you can, you know, do stuff.
Jump around, blah 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 blah.
They've got all sorts of lovely vehicles, and you can have hundreds of people fighting, so.
Indeed. So, yeah, I guess. Anything else, Brendan? See if comments, maybe something there going on?
There are 4 people watching us now.
Oh, snap. We're like so popular now, man. I mean, we should.
Oh my god.
We should like totally tell everybody, like, yo, man, I'm like so relevant right now, and I'm like, my insignificance is like lowered, and I'm like big shot, and yo, people, I'm famous.
Oh my god. Guys, we got 4 views on a live cast. Oh.
What we doing? I'm gonna be flat out honest. We are the first quote unquote Machinima channel to do live stuff. Cause no one Machinima channel. Yeah. Haha. Because Brandon, do you know of anybody else who actually does this? Use this feature?
No.
Why do you think not?
Because a lot of the people here are. Oh my god, yes, I can make a reference to the Covenant from Halo. Alright.
Go for it. Oh wait, not Dishonored. I don't want to play Dishonored.
The Machinima community are more of a follow the leader type deal. Like they're more adaptive than they are innovative or inventive.
Wow.
Because the reason why I say this is take, you know, our good friend Arby. You know, he was doing game nights, and now everybody does game nights, so I don't know. I think we might run into a couple people doing live streams.
No, absolutely not.
Are you sure?
Well, I'll tell you right now, I'm positive. I'm positive, and the reason I'm saying I'm positive because I know the moment I say something is positive, some idiot will try to prove me wrong. He'll actually go and do live streams. 1 minute.
That's right, you guys. You're falling for reverse psychology. Don't ever touch the live stream. It's ours.
Where were we?
Welcome back, my lovely Russian compatriot.
So as I was saying, the moment I'm gonna say this, some idiot will try and do it.
Let's see what happens.
Well, this is my reason why not. Just like you said, being innovative, I'm sorry, you're right. I just don't know how else to explain it. You're just right. You can't, they're not innovative. They're adaptive. Yeah, wait, not resolution. Resolution is right. Where's my music? Oh crap. Oh, there it is. I found it. Sound effects volume, music volume, voiceover volume. Let's go sound effects and music. Music is the most annoying part of the Darksiders games. Let's put this down too. Put this down too. Put this down too. Oh great. Now we're back to normal. So yeah, where was I? I'm lost.
Innovative.
Yeah.
Adaptive.
People, well, these kind of people anyway, they are scared. They do not believe that it's worth their time because live streams don't get what, Brandon, a lot of?
They don't get a lot of attention.
And a lot of views. Why? Because you ask your viewers to do what?
Please like and subscribe for more.
There you go. Why do we make live streams? Because it's convenient. We make live streams because it's hell of a convenient to do than for me to spend time and edit, spend time and compile, spend time and upload. We're doing it right away live, and the reason why we're doing it live also because you actually hear our honesty. We can't take back what we say on live streams, and unfortunately, I'm gonna tell you right now, we do not believe. And once this sound effect, damn it.
That Jumpy Koala jumped in.
Yeah.
Darkness Kirby 2 did a few streams, but not recently. Recently,
Yeah. Who's
I wonder
Darkness?
how long ago that was.
I don't know who Darkness Kirby 2 anyway, so I don't care.
I don't know.
I don't care. It's like, oh, how is he important to what I'm saying? Jesus Christ, we were the first ones, so shut up. I'm gonna say this. Where was I? Damn it, I forgot. I was at honesty, right?
You gotta be honest. That's the reason why we do live streams and not pre-recorded Minecraft videos.
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, you're right. It's just plain out and simple. It's more convenient for us, and we get to interact with people, with few people that do watch this, and I think we enjoy doing this because we can do it in a more not secluded, but in more environment that does not require a lot of pre-thinking. Because when you pre-record, you can edit stuff you don't want to say, and we just can't do it with live stream. And on top of that, that's what I was wanting to say actually. The fact that some people, when they do something bad, like let's say 2.5 years ago, maybe 1.5 years ago, when they review a Machinima and they actually extremely dickish about it, and when you or me post a comment saying that you are a dick, they delete it, so no one will ever see it. But they still use the same comment that you said as a proof of some bullshit. So you know how people say, oh, there's no evidence, so you can't really just go out and say shit. Hypocrite, you little piece of shit. I don't like hypocrites. If you're gonna be a hypocrite about something, you have to be at least honest about being a hypocrite.
An honest hypocrite.
Oh
By
my.
the way, guys, yeah, I understood that I told you that I hate it when people mess around with voice actors, but fuck voice actors. God, they're annoying. They never get in lines, and it's perfectly fine to just leave them for 5 months at a time. They'll be back. You know, they're here to dedicate their time to our needs, right?
I mean, because obviously I'm so important that when you say no to me, I have to go out to my friends and tell them to hate you.
Ugh, come on, quote us, please.
Quotas. So yeah, that's why we do live streams, and I don't care what you think, but we're the first out of this quote-unquote community to do live streams. All the time. Almost every week in the past.
Yeah.
Oh, almost
So-
every week.
To Jumpy, we're the first to do consistent live streams.
Yeah, not one at a time just to get a boost of something. Hi guys, join me in this little clabbity chatty.
By the way, how do you like Dark Souls, but you don't like? Oh, never mind.
This is not Dark Souls. I don't like Dark Souls. I know that game. I understand what it is. No.
I was saying Dark Souls, but I meant whatever the hell it is you're playing.
This is
you
Dark
being a
Siders.
Grim Reaper. Darksiders, yeah, Darksiders, Dark Souls. You know I would get it mixed up.
It's a big
But-
difference.
I mean, I'm sitting.
Honestly, well, I played the first one, but I did
No,
not
I
get
was
in.
about to liken it to Devil May Cry because I see
Oh.
jumping, running,
No.
blade play and gun play.
Do
And
you
I'm like,
do you want to know why I got
there's
it?
different
I'll tell you why I got
concepts.
it. I played the first one, but it didn't really intrigue me, and this was on sale, so I bought it. It was like 15, like 18 bucks, and I'm like, 18 bucks for a game that I played the first part of. Why not play the second?
Indeed.
And here I am playing the second because I'm the boss.
And this isn't one of those Japanese games where you like have a super mode. No, you just unlock your power.
No, you have a super mode. It's right there. Don't you see it?
I
It's the
saw
Grim
you-
Reaper.
Isn't that your? Never mind.
It's you turn into it.
I thought that was your normal mode, and you're just sort of sealing your.
No. This is one of the four horsemen.
One of the four horsemen. So he doesn't always look like the Grim Reaper.
No, this is his, like what you see right now in front of you. That's his normal form.
I see.
I'll turn into Grim Reaper right now. You'll see it a little bit later in the stream. And I don't use this form much, but this is his quote unquote Uber form.
Uber form.
Yeah, you will see it. You'll see what I mean. But anyway,
I like super forms in games because
Yeah.
I'm one of those. You could everybody left and you could just like it, but
you're just
you know.
crappy, man. You're just crappy, man, freak. So,
It's
anyways,
all about the anime, man.
let's forget about that. Let's not talk about anime anymore. It makes me sick. Where were we? Okay, so we talked about the live streaming and why we do it because we're the boss, says. But yeah, Brandon, do you want to start talking about something else? Any more topics?
I don't want to stay for too long away from the main topics that we do want to say out. I can't talk right.
Quotas.
I'm a voice actor that can't talk right. I go to college for English and Spanish, but I can't can say a single grammatically correct word. Well, fuck you all too.
So yeah, Trigrams is evolving, and you see, we had a consensus, and I gave to we have for now 4 members. Maybe we're gonna have 5th one, but I actually told all 4 of you guys, right? Brandon can what you call it, vouch for it. I gave an option to change the name.
Yeah.
And I asked everybody, and everybody says that they're fine with the name it is, and I'm like,
Damn thing symbolic.
okay, I guess I'm the boss. Yes.
Yeah.
So now I don't have to change the name, and you can all ride on my genitalia if you wish. He's laughing too much.
I know, he's watching PewDiePie.
I hate PewDiePie. He's a douche. Shut up. We're gonna talk about that later. But yeah, they said they don't want to change the name, so why am I gonna say no to that? I mean, did it bug you that somehow I'm your boss because we did not change the channel name?
I don't know. I mean, when you think about it, if somebody from the outside was looking in, they wouldn't really see anything because they wouldn't look in deep enough. But I mean, this is close enough to a business to, you know,
The way we
have a
run it,
boss
at least.
needed. Yeah, like the way it works is, you know, we dedicate our time. Mikey pays us in a way, as in, you know, either A, attention through view counts and all that other sort of thing, or B, you know, we get to be part of a team. That's
Oh my.
a big part. It's a team, not a team of collaborators, but a group of people who are working together continuously through projects instead of just, hey, we're gonna do this for a week and then release it and be like, yeah, now we can stroke each other's e-peens for a couple days.
I like how you said that, e-peens.
Forget each other existed. You
Oh
know?
wait, no, don't you understand? Don't not forget each other exists, but we're gonna make it fun of each other on Skype and call each other dicks and think that we're friends.
Yeah. Oh, let's see how many gay jokes we can make.
Like I can't understand the concept behind using, well, but usually I call Zach a blonde killer or Brandon a chocolate bunny or something like that. But you see, those are different kind of those are different kind of insults. They're not insults. They're actually descriptions of their skin color, and then I add something nice to them. Because how can you say that being called chocolate bunny is evil or insulting?
What about all the times, quote us, you called Machine a British cunt? What
Okay,
about that?
there's a big difference, and thank you for noticing. Machine said himself that he's a cunt.
There we go.
All I'm doing is giving him service. Machine, you know you love us, and we love you as well. So, shut up, you cunt. So, it's not a hypocritical aspect when you're doing it, not because it's funny to make fun of somebody, but because it's a nickname. See, I don't see calling your friend a dick hunter or some shit like that all the time as a friendly thing.
No, it was weird. I asked my psychology teacher about it, and he was just like, "Oh, it's just competitiveness between people who like each other or something."
Like each other?
Like, I don't know. It's like two best friends. You know, you could tell they're best friends by how far they're willing to insult each other. But I don't think that applies here.
No.
They're on the internet. They're not real friends.
They're not real friends. I mean, we can argue. I mean, people will definitely argue we're not real friends either. But then again, I kind of do stuff that usual people on the internet don't do.
And,
I suppose.
It's not like we act like this is just the internet. We act like, hey, this is a bit of a business here. There is actual money being spent here, and you know, we have a reason to enjoy working together. So,
yeah. You can suck our cuts. Who said that? Yeah. Once again, there's a really big difference between, hey, you're in my box, so, and you're in my Skype, so you are now officially my friend, and since I have more views than you, from now on, you do what I say, and you agree with what I say, and
don't destroy me with your massive subscriber EP.
you know, and this is the saddest part, that these people get coerced, as people sometimes talk about us, coerced into, for the lack of the better word, become somebody else's bitch.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like, Brandon. I'm
Like,
actually saying become somebody else's bitch.
I think we need to define that right now.
Oh yeah, let's define something. You're right, we already defined it before. We don't really have to cover this topic, Brandon, though. So it's up to you. Do you want to cover it?
I'd like to define the term bitch.
Alright. Well, proper term of is obviously a female dog, a dog of a female gender. She's called a bitch because that's how you call a female dog.
Okay.
Because
so
a dog,
slur
wait, oh, slur. Okay, that's much better. You're a smart boy. Slur. A bitch is somebody. Actually, it's a reference to a feminist feature. So if somebody calls you a bitch, they're not necessarily insulting you as a. I say they're calling you girly. This is the best way I can explain it. They're calling you girly. However, through the years of abuse and through ghettoing of the word, bitch became an extremely serious offense. In a way of, I guess you can say it. So,
Yeah.
what are the qualities of a bitch? Somebody who does not think for themselves, somebody who's submissive, somebody who has no say in anything, and somebody who's, in a way of speaking, a slave. Now, when you say you are like a bitch, it actually implies that you say to the person that they possess the traits of a person who does not have a say about themselves, right?
Right.
Am I wrong? Am I saying something not right?
I think it works. So.
Alright, great. So we just defined what saying like a bitch is. Now, somebody will say, "Oh, they're still hung up on this." We just want to define it for you guys, so you understand. You know, it's us people who are smart talking to you people who are less smarter than us, and you are less smarter than us if you think that saying you like a bitch is not an insult. It is an insult because you're saying that somebody has traits of a bitch. You're technically calling them a bitch.
Okay, just quick question. Did you really take that long to like take that crystal and just hit it so the elevator can go up?
I am lost. I don't know what to do. Oh wait, I know what to do. I'm stupid. I know what to do. I'm just stupid. I just fought a boss and I forgot that I had to respawn my guy. Anyway, so yeah, Brandon, do you agree with my definition or not? I mean, it's up to you.
That's what I would have gone. Just somebody who can't do anything for themselves and full-heartedly believes that they cannot do anything themselves and trusts everything of theirs to somebody else for fear of themselves being
Lost in translation.
failing.
Yeah, there you go. So, should we say the name? Should we single the person out?
Well, I mean, the person who originally used the phrase doesn't really matter. Like, I don't mean it in an insulting way. It's just like, you know, that person in particular wasn't really
Doesn't matter.
Important.
Yeah, he's. Hey, we said you're not important. Go cry to your mom and cut your wrists.
remember to. Never mind.
Yeah. So Brandon was called. Well, paraphrase of a sentence was, "What are you, like his bitch?" So Brandon said, "Excuse me, I'm nobody's bitch." And the person replied was probably the dumbest comment I ever heard. Hey, I didn't call you a bitch. I just said you're like a bitch.
Which is, you know, the same excuse you would give your parents if, you know, your brother was like, Mom, my brother called me something and I don't want to get in trouble.
Seriously, I mean, are your people who believe that, I'm gonna go far and say their mentality level is that of a 10-year-old child. Which is exactly what you just explained, Brandon, which is ironic.
I'm a genius.
Yeah. I'm gonna go out and just say it out loud. If you think that calling somebody like a bitch is not the same as calling somebody a bitch, you have serious issues with definitions. And you need to go at least through high school and ask your mom about the saying. Because if you're gonna ask your dad's gonna laugh at you, and assuming you have a dad, I'm sorry. Brandon. Well, Brandon is a big boy. He can handle this, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you don't have a father to explain this to you. I don't know who else you can trust.
Usually if you don't have a father, you need to find a father figure of some type.
And that's where you become somebody's bitch if that father figure, quote unquote, is no older than 2 months.
Comparatively to you.
Yeah. Or in this case, a year and a half.
Of course, the people who make themselves a... Oh.
What?
Oh, that reminds me.
Go for it.
That reminds me. A certain somebody hates it that we call his quote-unquote friends lackeys.
Who?
A certain somebody hates that we call his quote-unquote friends lackeys.
To be honest, I really don't know who you're talking about. Like, I'm blank in this department, so you'll have to explain. No, really, I don't know. Just explain to me.
Okay. Well, I mean, should I say the exact name, or is he going to have a hissy fit about this again?
Did he have a hissy fit about it last time?
Well, yeah. I mean, he freaked out about it, and he was like, "Is that my name?"
Is it somebody who's like 17 years old?
Probably, but with like the mentality of a 13-year-old.
Does he have like a squeaky voice that sort of reminds me of a dying mouse?
No, but you know, he does remind me a bit of livestock.
Of a cow?
No, lambs.
Oh. I guess, you know, we can continue not using names because we're above that. But the point is, I guess I know what you're talking about, but when your friends, well, first of all, you don't have friends on the internet. We already established that. I don't care how you define them, they're not your friends. I'm sorry. I know you're lonely. I know your probably penis is the size of a peanut, but they're not they're not your friends. I mean they're not your friends. And you can define them as your friends as much as you want, but they're not. And the fact that you defend somebody on the internet you don't even know and you call them friends just shows how lonely you are. So if I said lackey, was it I who called them lackeys?
Hell, I used it because I thought I picked it up from you.
Oh well, if I said somebody's your lackey, it's because they are your lackey and you don't have any friends. And the fact that he actually got pissy about it, I suppose, just proves the point. You know, it's like calling a whore or calling a whore, and then saying you have STDs, and she complains about it, but then she does have STDs. I do not have STDs. So yeah, well, once again, Brendan, a 10-year-old will be a 10-year-old no matter how old the 10-year-old gets. If his mentality does not change, chances are the person will never change, because we already seen this with older people who supposedly went through college and they still behave like a 15-year-old. Once again, I'm sorry, 15. People have to understand that when we say 15-year-olds or like 10-year-olds, we don't mean people of that certain age, but we mean that generally speaking, a 15-year-old will be less mature than a 20-year-old, and a 15-year-old will be more kid-like. So when we say 15-year-olds, we actually mean people who are younger. And me and Brennan both are actually rather old. I'm the old. So I'm actually gonna go far ahead and say that everybody who's below the age of 20 to me is a kid. So Brendan, I'm sorry you're a kid. Does that make you feel any lesser of a man? Oh crap! I'm gonna find another boss. Just my luck. If it's it's a giant skeleton. My luck.
It's one thing to have, you know, a realistic view of yourself, and then it's another one to have like a depressing view of yourself.
Oh Jesus! I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Brandon received an email that completely showed how fake the person is.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I told you. It was horrible. It was a horrible experience.
Like for me, I'd like to think I have a realistic view of myself. I mean, I might overdo it a bit, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, I suck. Oh,
well,
God.
To be honest, I put Brandon in perspective. Usually, I'm like, don't sell yourself short. You're being a bit too much. You're not that good.
What's this? How dare you feel good about yourself?
Like, how dare you feel superior to someone else? I mean, that's so bad. You're not allowed that. I mean, you're such a horrible person if you think that. So supposedly you're not allowed to feel superior to someone else because
somebody would like animate this sort of situation. Just show, you know, me sitting at a table with some macaroni arts and Mikey slams in the door. Bitch, no macaroni arts.
Oh, for some reason, I'm laughing hard. That's what she said. So yeah, and the bitch fit. I mean, one moment the person says, "I felt so bad for you. It touched me so deeply on the levels that usually normal people don't get touched upon. I wanted to help you with all my heart, and recently I had a problem with something of my own, and this really reminded me of it." And 5 minutes later comes out the real dick, the real person behind the mask. And that's where Brandon says, "Nigga, fuck you."
You know, I've never actually used that word.
Okay,
against
fine.
anybody on the internet ever.
I just did.
No,
Sue me.
No, I'm surprised. I've never used it before, though. That's the thing. I've never typed it.
Yes, you have. To me.
Well, that's not an insult.
Okay, I know. That's because I'm from New York. I'm awesome.
But I've never used it before as an insult or anything. I've never, like, I have, and it's very often at all an M&B show or pub or whatever the hell we're calling it now.
Well, we're not calling it M&B pub yet. This is the last of M&B shows.
Yeah. Remember when we were, you know, we purposely limited ourselves to just an hour, and now we're just like, fuck it.
Yep.
We're just gonna go as long as we want.
Well, especially now since we're on a live stream, it doesn't really matter. So where were we? Yeah. Let's just drop this topic. It's not worth our time.
Yeah.
And come back to one topic that we did have time for, which was the original topic, which was what exactly? I'm so lost. Check comments. Maybe somebody has a question or something.
Would that be considered tough love or just love? From Jose.
What does he want? Tough love?
Does he want tough love? Should we give tough love?
To be honest, we don't. You get lost and you just drop conversations so often. There is no love, no kind of love. So you can go.
It's just awkward touching on the internet.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, you can consider me mean, but I am not gonna run to your help if you're gonna always like out of the blue ask me for it. Because sadly, just if somebody asks me for help before you, I'm gonna help them. You just never there. I mean, you can go to. I mean, you probably have that one friend if you can call him that. You can go to him, I suppose. He'll probably suckle on your nipples and won't be honest with you as we are, but...
You dare downplay the importance of nipple sucking.
Okay, I never downplay the importance, I'm just saying. But yeah, Jose, there's no love. You're never there for love. Oh, that actually makes sense.
Look me in the eyes or be doing anymore.
Yeah, you're never there for my love, boy. Alright, so I guess we're done with that. Brandon, no more comments? Nothing?
No more complaints or anything.
Does anything positive being said? Yeah, he's eating. Oh my. You're laughing?
I'm trying to think. Positive things. Let's think of something positive for like the next 5 minutes. Help me out here.
I don't want to get into the real big topics just yet.
No, something positive that isn't related to us, but other.
Kick-Ass 2 was not bad.
Wait, you watched it already?
Yes, I already have. Boy, come on. Me miss an actual movie?
Okay.
What am I, 15 years old to watch Machinima all the time? Dude, I have better things to do. I'll be honest, I haven't watched a lot of Machinimas at all.
Oh, that reminds me. Now that I'm in college, I'm wondering if I'll be able to get like a discount movie ticket.
No. Why would you get... No, you won't.
Because we get discount bowling stuff.
It's bowling. That's an activity that involves activity. Movies is just cheap way out of saying, hey, pay for my movie. No, they're not going to give you discount movie tickets. Unless it's going to be part of the class that you're going to take. In which case, they're going to give you, like, coupons.
I need excitement. No, I mean, like, some people that are living on campus are just like, hey, we have nothing to do between classes.
No. There's no... I never heard of such a thing. Honestly, I haven't.
There's more than corn in Indiana.
No, there isn't.
Of course there's. It's me.
There's black... I was about to say that.
There's more black people. You know what? Since we're rambling about random things, I actually saw something interesting. I was like looking throughout my campus. And I was like, huh, what are these posters on the walls everywhere? And it's like date my school. I'm like, what does this mean? And it's like this sort of eHarmony for Purdue students.
Huh?
Yeah, it was sort of weird. Like some sort of dating site for students of Purdue. Like, oh, they... okay. You don't have enough time to, I don't know, talk to that chick in class? you need to have somebody match you up? Well,
Oh my.
to be fair, I wouldn't mind because, there are a lot of lovely Asian chicks at Purdue.
Shut up. You're making me jealous.
Oh my god. I was tempted to be like, hey, come post for a picture with me, and just be like, click, and, have like a whole photo album of all the hot chicks I walk by.
I can't wait for Halloween.
Halloween?
Yeah. I'm updating my super duper legionnaire costume. So, not costume.
What's the normal codpiece size?
Oh, well, I don't need help with that. They wear skirts, so use your imagination.
Do your train, hang to the bottom of the boat. Do a shine in the light, can you throw it over your shoulder? What?
What? I lost within the first few minutes. So Brandon, should we continue with actual big ass topic? Or how?
Booger.
Oh, there you go. You saved yourself.
I'm back.
Oh, great. So, Brendan, should we continue with a real topic? The big
let's
one?
Go on to a real one.
Alright, so, probably the last topic of today. Maybe not, maybe so. Yeah, we're turning into an entertainment channel. We're following the footsteps of Machinima.com and every other Machinima, not Machinima, every other YouTube channel. And our reasoning behind it is this. YouTube channels are not made for Machinima. Just because you make films on your Machinima channel doesn't mean you can't do anything else. That's why we're gonna be doing a lot of different things
Mikey,
on a schedule.
we know nothing about the real world. We can't possibly work with a schedule.
Well, to be honest, we're not the first ones to come up with the idea, apparently. But who's counting? I mean, seriously. I mean, Yeah, who is counting? I don't know who's counting. I'm not saying anything.
I do not know.
I do not know either. But if I did, but yeah, the point is, we're gonna be doing everything. We're gonna have reviews, games, skits. Obviously, we're gonna have Machinima, and every single piece of the media is going to be scheduled and released on time, with you knowing exactly when to look for it, because it will be all made in the next 40 wonderful days. Yes, a lot of work gonna be happening for the next 40 days. We're still gonna have a few things released, believe it or not. Wink, wink, dink, dink. But starting September, mid-September, believe it or not, we're going to have 10 weeks pitched with content every single day. Every day something new. We have a dedicated crew, quote unquote, of people working on this, and we're gonna get it done, right, Brendan?
Don't we have weekends off?
Oh well, Sundays and yes, technically speaking, Saturdays and Sundays are sort of off,
Yeah.
I guess. But yeah, every single day there will be something cool going on the main hub channel, which we decided to keep. Not me, we decided to keep us Trigrams Productions, because why the fuck not?
Yeah. I mean, sure, there's not 3 of us, so it's not try.
But
And we don't exactly eat crackers, so we can't have grams. But it is a production group.
so, and it's not a collab, actually, believe it or not. We're all working together for one goal, and it's to bring you entertainment. And to be honest, there's really nothing more to say. Entertainment is our name now. It is not Machinima, it's entertainment. And to be honest, we're filled with idea for the very long time. One Gun Only was a beginning of the end. I see what I did there?
Beginning of the end!
But yeah,
It's not just a bleed over from your old channel, right?
no, actually, believe it or not, it started here, and it bled over to my commentary channel. But it never really picked up there until later on. So for a longest time, I was doing a lot of Battlefield 3 content, and I got paid for it, man. I get paid for it. I'm not gonna deny it. I loved getting paid for doing content on YouTube. I just wish that carried over here, and I tried my best to do so, but unfortunately, with all the silly little goofy copyrights and whatnot, we just can't do it. Not with
And that's why we rely on Technolites.
Oh yeah, correct. Yeah, you're right. But she's awesome. She's a boss. It's a she, right?
Yeah. It's a
Yeah. But yeah, we entertainment. That's just it. 4 people, maybe 5. If you have an idea for a show, like a TV show, like a program, something fun to do, be it a talk show or something of the like, and you would like to literally come up with it and do it and share it, give us a jingalingy, because we have somebody sort of interested in right now. I'm not gonna say names yet, because to be honest, it's not fair.
Whoever they are, they have an excellent taste in sport.
Actually, they do. They have a very good taste in creating content. There's really no denying it.
I'd like to consider us being a channel, like, you know how they would have a channel, and then people would come up and like, hey, I programmed to run on your channel, and then it's like, yeah.
To be honest, that's the way it is. Right now, people thinking like, how dare he? He's taking away their views for his own. He cares about views. He's a liar. And no, Brendan, if you notice, I did say he.
Yeah.
Because people just refuse to believe that there's more than one person here. Anyway, yeah, what we said earlier, a person might be smart, but people together are stupid, because they're like mindless beasts. They believe anything they want because a little prick convinced them of it. Anyway, that's the best way I can describe it, man. Can you describe it any better?
No.
There you go.
We do not want to follow any religions of Machinima crafting, KK, whatever here.
So yeah, no. Everybody right now, everybody's here is working for the same goal, to provide entertainment. Unlike everybody else, we have a goal to do some things we like and entertain people, not to entertain people alone. First and foremost is we do things that we want. And 4 of us, Brandon, I should have used myself last because that way I'll look cooler. Anyway, Brandon, Zach, Mr. Peter Boswell, and I, we
Every
all...
time you say his name with like Mr. I think of Popo.
Mr. Popo Boswell?
Mr. Popo. Everybody loves that asshole.
Oh yeah. So, we all banded together to create content, not to make ourselves super filthy famous. If that happens, awesome. If it doesn't, that wasn't our goal to begin with. And
Yeah,
hopefully,
we got lives anyway.
yeah, hopefully we can get more people in, because there is nothing better than to be able to say, look at what we did together, and not in the term, oh, look what this Machinima group did and this Machinima group did together. It's like, look what we did together, period. And it's really always, I love to manage things, and I'm not giving myself credit or anything, but I love managing stuff. For the most part, the way we work is that, well, for Scale and Claw at least, Scale and Claw is sort of 2-man projects for now. Brandon and I work on it together. I write a script, but the thing is that even if I do write the script, Brandon has to read over it anyway. So
Yeah, every single fucking episode, you're just like, ooh, give me an in-depth analysis, Brandy. And I'm just like,
yeah. How else are you gonna include somebody if you're not gonna ask them to do something that's meaningful? If you're gonna tell somebody, hey, look what I wrote, isn't it cool? He's like, hey, let me stroke your cock, can I be in it, please? No.
you know, it's sad, but that probably happened.
Believe it or not, people, I'm actually not a bad scriptwriter. So when Brandon says nothing is wrong with it, chances are there is nothing wrong with it, except shut up, spelling mistake, that don't count.
Fucking, like, your grammar came from Ukraine.
Yeah, shut up. Well, the only thing, yeah, probably the biggest problem is grammar, and I always ask Brandon for ideas, but somehow he always says the way you have it is okay, and then sometimes his ideas are just horrible, so I just don't include them. Brandon, are you gonna kill me? I just said your ideas sometimes are horrible.
But Mikey, having him be a righteous guy who can save barmaids and get laid all the time, that is a good idea.
Yeah, but he's a lizard.
That doesn't stop the werewolf.
Yeah. Well, actually, that's how it works. I mean, I come up with the idea, sure, but that doesn't mean that I'm the one responsible for it.
Yeah,
That's
then we just riff off of it over and over until ideas form.
Yeah, and then stuff happens, and then we decide how to do it together.
Oh, here, I'll answer a question for you, since I just saw somebody finally put one in there. There is a question by Storm Machinima saying, Mikey, when you first started, you said you made Machinima for your clan, but now you think clans are childish.
I never said. Oh, whoa, 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 you little prick! I never said I made it for my clan, you kid. I made it for a group on Bungie.net, which they consider themselves as a clan. They just have a member by the name of IHAS Clan.
Okay, so we'll just substitute clan with group. So, why do we make Machinimas now that there's no group to make? Weren't you listening the entire time we've been talking? We said we make films because they're fun to do.
Back. I think it's one of the... you know what? I'm actually gonna quit the game. I'm gonna look at this name, because if I usually when I see a name...
Storm Machinima, all one word.
Alright, let me just check it. Because,
It's got like red thunderbolts as a profile image.
yeah, I'm actually gonna look at the name. Usually I know who's a dick and who's not, just by... because I remember people.
Is it another lackey?
I'm gonna look it up.
Oh,
Not look it up, I'm just gonna check. Oh, there you go. Oh, there it is. No, they're not really lackey. First of all, can you bring up... I never said we do things for a clan. Once again, I'm redoing it for a group. I had a few friends, quote-unquote, online who decided to do Machinima. I mean, who did a online story.
You guy.
And, believe it or not, my friend, I I took their idea and made it into a machine because I wanted to honor them. And didn't we just, Brendan? You just answered this question.
Yeah. We make Machinima because it's fun to do.
Jesus Christ! It's like,
we said that a couple times.
it's that simple. I think we said it 10 times, but he said he just got here, so whatever. Anyway,
We love you anyway. Go.
I don't love him. I don't know him. Obviously.
Watch our stuff.
Yeah, watch our stuff. Give us money.
Like, favorite, subscribe.
No, seriously, like, favorite, and subscribe. It helps people a lot. People who
Just go on Twitch TV.
is it? Would it matter? Would it matter?
We can get paid more.
We can bid.
We're all-
We can. But isn't Twitch just for gameplay more than it is for films? Oh, but then again, we're doing everything now, so.
Yeah. Well, whatever. That's later.
Yeah. So
Later.
so back on track. Sorry. Yeah, back on track. Back to the points that we were trying to make before we got told that we do not do Machinima for fun and garbage, quote quote. I'm such a cunt. Who said that? Where were we? Entertainment above everything else. That's our new motto. If we think it's entertaining, we're gonna make it. Brandon, anything?
Yeah. That's about it. I mean, come on.
I don't think that. So yeah, believe it or not, we're gonna have a schedule. Every day is something new, as I just said before. We're going to have a number of different shows for you, ranging from Machinima, obviously, to gameplays, to commentaries, and we're also gonna have a review show and a show that's being worked on right now by possible fifth member. Well, not being worked on, but I suppose he's thinking about it. But fifth member of our, fifth member of not a member yet, but possibly a member.
I'm just gonna say this now. We need females. We need females.
Well, we need somebody with boobs around, but I don't think that's a necessity.
We need high quality females.
Preferably cheaper than $500. I can't afford anything above that.
Well, we gotta make sure Mchinima is not her name, because that one has really high rates. And
Who? Mchinima?
no,
Who's she?
it doesn't matter.
Do I know her? Should I know her?
You should.
I want to know her.
Well, don't.
I want to. Now you make me curious.
I don't know her.
I'm like a
Either.
curious George. So yeah, we're changing a lot of things. Oh my god, they're changing the things because they suck in Machinima. Look at their view amount. Hello, everybody's views are dropping. Except obviously those people who are like bitching. And didn't we just explain before that we don't care about views? They're lying, they care about views. How can you not care about views?
Yeah, look at us. We have 172 videos, and yet we only have what? Almost.
1.5 million views.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people discredit. People discredit.
Think about it.
Yeah, does it matter?
Yeah. I mean, 1.5 million. That's way more people than you'll ever meet in a lifetime.
Well,
Like,
views,
don't really
views,
think
views.
Yeah.
Some people watch things over like 20 times. Sad,
so.
sad.
I really don't think 50 people are going to be sitting there like.
True, true. And then you have people, once again, some. What?
Was anybody else thinking of the fact that, you know, we could possibly just have like a whole bunch of like 7 or 8 guys in a basement constantly hitting F5 on our videos?
Well, you know, people who do that are what you call it.
Boosters.
Who think that are very simple-minded morons.
Mikey,
What?
we need a team of those guys.
Simple-minded morons?
We will call them the neckbeards.
The neckbeards. Why does it sound so familiar? Neckbeard Uprising. Oh, that's from Amazing Aces. Have you ever watched the guy?
Oh, I'm just saying neckbeards because that's like the. I mean, it's a reference to, you know, a show I watch.
It sounds so familiar. Which show?
A neckbeard is just. You know what a neckbeard is?
Yeah, it's a beard on the neck, but
Yeah. Most typically, you know, a fat guy sitting in his basement with a neckbeard.
oh, Brendan, I'm telling you, people with goatees are the worst. Except Brumac. Brumac is awesome.
Rumaga is awesome. Unless you're a big black guy with a goatee, then you look awesome.
Awesome, because you're black.
Awesome, ister.
Hardy, 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 hardy. So yeah, back on that concept of, there was a time, Brandon, when we used to get 100,000 views a month, and it was the time of flourishment, when being Machinima quote unquote director was not something that you show off, but was something that you loved to do because you loved to do it. Right now, people like certain people are worrying about their face more than they do about creating content. And they copy TV shows, they copy other Machinima channels because stuff is popular. They copy.
This like this.
No, no, it's not even. It's not that. It's just the fact that when you copy something that's popular, this is not your own merit. You did not deserve that. You're just abusing the fact that somebody else made something big and popular, and you're just riding on its cock. And we'll be honest right now. I will tell you plain out and simple. Everybody who's right now famous or popular is riding Arbiter's dick. And I'm flat out honest. And guess what? There was a time when Arbiter supported us greatly, when he posted our content on his channel in old school YouTube, when you actually could support people, and we were grateful. However, we do not bug him. We do not ask him. We actually don't talk. Like, me and him, we don't talk at all. I don't think we're just not compatible. We just think completely differently, and I never bothered to include myself in anything of his. Even in the game nights, I did not bother. It was just not my thing. I just did not fit in with them at all. But right now, everybody you see famous right now who Arbiter supports, they are riding his dick. And partially, to be honest, you can actually attribute a lot of this fame of these new directors to Arbiter. So if you're gonna say that you got yourself to the merits, it's because of Arbiter 617. And I actually could name right now, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 directors who are definitely popular because of Arbiter 617. Brandon, can you like think for a second? Think for a second. And count in your head how many people do you know for a fact are famous because of Arbiter 617. I can name you Machinimas that Arbiter supported and liked that made those people famous. Not famous, but you know what I mean, popular.
I can think of a few, and usually he doesn't only make directors famous, he would also make voice actors sort of known.
To be honest, the only person he made quote unquote known is, well, I don't want to say, Mike, right? Villa Gomez, what's his name?
John Michael Villagomez.
John Michael Villagomez. Oh, he's big because of Arbiter. Well, he actually voice acted a lot beforehand, and you need to give a guy credit. But honestly, the first time I heard about him in a big scope was because of Arbiter 617. Same thing with Edward James, Arbiter 617. Who else? Jason Exler was famous way before Arbiter 617. And I actually heard about Daniel Hodge slightly after Arbiter 617. So I don't want to attribute anything of Daniel Hodges to Arbiter, but I would go out on a limb and say, yep. Arbiter 617 is the one who makes people big. Plain and simple. The moment he promotes you, this is when you're gonna start climbing the ladder. Especially if you begin to make films like him, like his films, and when you begin to be more in his circle, when your face pops up more often. I'm telling you right now, if you're a starting out director, please, if you think this is the way you want to go to Arbiter 617 and try your best to impress him, because if you impress him, you have a straight shot to the big leagues. You might ask, hey, but you said just a minute ago you did it yourself too, but you're not in the big leagues anymore, you little prick. Yes, because I just explained, we never really connected with Arbiter. I never talked to him on Skype. Yeah. I just don't. Everybody else does. they have close contact with him. They share body actors, they share voice actors, they constantly share each other. Well, not in that way, Brandon.
Oh, me.
Yeah, they connect each other in the way where they guarantee themselves recognition because of Arbiter 617. And I will tell you why Arbiter 617 became famous right off the bat. Right now, I'm telling you why he became famous. Listen listen closely. And Arbiter, please don't take it offensively. I'm actually gonna go right now and change the name so he actually watches the show. I'm gonna change how to be famous. Just what should I say?
You should name it The Guide to Awesome, featuring Arbiter 617.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna make it top thing. And what the timestamp? Just detract like 10 minutes.
I don't know. 1:38:30.
I'm typing it right now. Is your key? Should I say is your key or what?
Is
your gate?
No.
To awesome.
He doesn't get raped, but
Shut up. Is your gate to awesome? What is the timestamp?
1:38.
38:00. Right now, or when we started talking about it, sort of.
When we started talking a couple minutes ago. Just say 1:35:00.
1:35. Okay. Great. That will be awesome. Sorry, Arbiter. But I've been long enough to know how you became big, and I'm gonna share with people how it doesn't detract anything from your awesomeness. The reason why Arbiter 617 became extremely big, yes, it was partially due because he was really good at what he did. But the reason why he became big is because Bungie.net featured his light show and his Jedi duel. I remember that. They featured his Jedi duel in Halo 3 on Guardian. Then they featured his light show, and then they featured their light show number 2. This was during the time when Halo 3 was extremely big. It was right on the right on the peak, but it was like a few years before it collapsed. But that's where he got boom. You have no idea how fast Arbiter just shut up this guy. And I just could see every day thousands of people subscribing to him, watching his content. It went from like few thousand to 3,000, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000, 20,000 views. By the time Elites of War Episode 7 was released, which is the first Halo Reach Machinima we did, second actually, Arbiter 617 had about 22,000 views, and that's where he just shut up. Like, not shut up, shut up. It was magnificent to see. It was, to be honest, I was jealous. Who wouldn't be jealous? At the time, I was like, hey, look at me, I'm making Machinima 2. Thank you very much, guys. But look at Arbiter. He just boomed and zoomed, and the only thing he had beforehand was, and I'll be honest, poorly edited Elite Machinima. He had War on Arcadia, which did pretty well for its time, but it just shut up the moment he got featured on Bungie.net. And since then, you have Project Middle Ground, you have the British Battle mock-up, you had what else was there? Like no, that was a bit later. He had in Halo 3, back in Halo 3, around the time he became big, he had a Sub-Zero. I can time frame you his success by film. And now that's where you see Rise of the Spartans towards their end right now. Rise of the Spartans, to be honest, is great for what it is. And the reason why it's big is because it caters to so many people, which is a good thing. But what gave him this big push, and I'm not playing right now because I'm trying to explain, is that simple Bungie.net post being posted on the front page of Halo 3 biggest community, of Bungie community, Brendan. Million people logged in on that thing. Minimum 500,000 at the time of when it was released. 500,000 people. The first thing they saw when they logged in was the Arbiter 617 YouTube light show of Halo 3. Now tell me, Brandon, who wouldn't become big after that? Who?
somebody who rapidly went away like, dude, no more light shows.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's all it took. You can't say it took hard work to get to that point. It took that moment in time. After that, it became hard work. No offense, but making the light show is not hard. He put filters on. It was not hard. Arbiter, you know it wasn't hard. It was not hard. I could have done it with my eyes closed. Then, when I didn't know anything about editing. All it took... He even mirrored some things. Literally, he just had one thing shoot and then he mirrored it in effect. It was test of effects for the Machinimas. That's what made him huge. Curse me, hate me, dislike me. That's the truth. If you don't believe me, I don't know who. I honestly don't know who will be honest with you about it. You can try ask Arbiter, but I don't think he cares much. I'll be frank. I don't think he cares much about that. But
Yeah.
that's Brandon. If it was us who got featured there, we would be baking right now too. But back on the topic, we did not really ride on Arbiter's fame. We did not really try to ride on his fame. We did our own thing, and he really did not like our stuff. He didn't. He liked episode 7. He did not like episode 8. He liked episode 9, only the last part when there was action. And that's it. And he only recently, like a few weeks back, finished watching episode 10. Yeah. He does not like our stuff anymore because it's not action based. It's not his thing, and that's why he doesn't support us. And can you really blame him for that? You can you? No.
Well,
He has his tastes, Brandon. You can't tell him what he can and what he can't like. He has his tastes, and that's why we're completely cool with it. That's why we never expected help from him anyway. And the people he's supposed to the closest are the ones who get bigger. And whoever tells you otherwise is in denial, Brandon. And what is your opinion on this?
Well, I don't want to say it's like anything like road to the top, because like you said, after the one big boom he had, that one lovely opportunity,
Can you?
you know, a lot of it did take a whole lot of hard work and a whole lot of time put into it. I know for a fact that he put a lot of dedication into it because, you know, looking at his scripts and stuff like that was really interesting. Not because of like the part of the story, it's just like the way he writes, and the way he would have certain things like, hey, look at this, and you don't know what it is because he probably has like an extra notebook or something that he writ script into, and he has his own way of working his way through it.
Well, I mean, what's your opinion about? Well, yeah, that's true. Wait, I think you cut off. Brandon, you there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go. And then people it's just I just don't understand how people can I don't want to, how should I say this properly anyway. I mean, I don't know, people abuse their friendship with Arbiter, and believe me, some of the people that he's friends with, I just don't see them being friends with him. I don't. In normal circumstances, I don't. But obviously they know how to cater to the guy.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't call him gullible, but I don't know, Brandon. It's just
Yeah.
we sound so bitter, but do we really? Are we? I don't think we are.
I mean, I I haven't been around long enough to be bitter at him or for anything, and
Well, I don't know what anybody can be bitter, but I actually heard somebody say that they complained that Arbiter did not feature their movies.
that's, well, you have no right to complain if it's not.
It's like,
featured.
I told him, I asked him to feature, but he didn't, and I'm like, oh, look at how much work I put into this. That's how you know when you're just not doing it because you want to do it. You're doing it because you want to get your dick stroked. I'm so mean. But yeah, I guess that's it, right? I mean,
Yeah.
we haven't. the last biggest point to bring out an M&B show. Unless we get something else, I don't think we really need to do anything.
No.
I don't think we have enough people watching anyway.
Yeah, just 2 other people.
Yeah. But I say it was still a very good, and it's late anyway, it was a good M&B show. Good last M&B show.
Yeah.
And I'm not sad to see it go, even if it's gonna be renamed. But still, it's not gonna be the same. It's not.
Yeah, it's going to be
Bigger.
yeah, it's going to be bigger. It's going to be less confined to just a group of people. It's going to have a little less for some reason I feel like it might have a little less of a personal touch to it, but we'll just have to be careful with trying to make it.
Yeah, we're still gonna be the same concept, Brandon. The pub. You drink beer and you talk about business and stuff.
Yeah.
So, guys, thank you very much for watching. And if you are, M&B Show is out and about. This were your hosts, Maiko.
And Brandy C.
Peace the fuck out.
Adios, sayonara, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye, das vidania.